just wanna run. My energy is safe and when reveling I'm undone, I feel the decay. I don't wanna be alone. I can still feel you inside my bones.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Architect the Dreamer back with another ATD Reacts. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. I am so stoked that you are here. If you are returning, welcome back. I'm glad you're here too. If you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button, click that little bell so you'll get notified every time I drop a new video. Make sure to follow me on socials at ATDmusic, on Instagram and Threads at ATDreacts, and on Facebook at ATDofficial. At the beginning of this video, you heard a snippet of my new single dropping on May 9th called Bones. The pre-save link for that is in the description below, so if you guys could go pre-save that, it would mean the absolute world to me, and I will have an official lyric video for that dropping on Friday of this week. We are back for another Wednesday reaction, and I am so fucking excited for this one. This is Chalk Outlines from Ren and Chinchilla. This is probably the most recommended song outside of the ones that I've already reacted to. I'm a huge Chinchilla fan. My girlfriend is a huge Chinchilla fan. The fact that Ren, who's one of my new favorite artists, and Chinchilla, who I've been listening to for a while, have done a track together, I'm so excited. I don't know what this is about. I know that some of the comments have like given me information about it, but to be honest, I haven't really remembered that, which I'm totally okay with. I don't have a very good memory, and going into all of these as fresh as I possibly can is how I prefer it. So we're gonna dive on in. This is Ren and Chinchilla with Chalk Outlines live. I'm so excited. Okay. I don't like that. That feels like a horror movie. Okay. Oh, we got the guitar. Oh, we got an electric guitar. Ooh, that's a pretty guitar too. Oh, that is a very somber chord progression.
I'm still here in this bed that I crawled in. I hope that I'm someone else in the morning.
Fuck. Been there.
Take this one, wash it down and you'll be fine.
Oh, that vocal slide.
Walk around in the floating chalk outline.
The vocal control that it takes to do a slide like that so smoothly, and then the way that he is singing this final line, then walk around in a floating chalk outline, the control you have to have that much vibrato while you're not really projecting that much. Like he's singing this somewhat quietly. It's not like he's singing this at the top of his lungs or anything. To be able to have that kind of bouncy vibrato while still singing at such a low volume is insane. And then that slide up, we're going to run this back real quick. That slide up, That vocal slide was just gorgeous.
I'm someone else in the morning. So take this one, wash it down and you'll be fine.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Walk around in the floating chalk outline.
So much vocal control.
So it goes, let it be. In the gallows, balanced on my toes so I can breathe.
Oh my God, goosebumps.
But little by little, bit by bit, I push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile.
Oh my God. Little by little, bit by bit, I push it back down with a new habit. It's not for long, just for a while. I'll bury myself with a great big smile. As somebody who is a former addict, when you are addicted to something and you quit, whatever that is, whether that's drugs, alcohol, even smoking cigarettes, whatever it is, when you quit something that is an addiction, you tend to fill it with something else. Whatever that may be, whatever habit or hobby or replacement you can come up with. If not for long, just for a while. Sometimes whatever you're replacing that addiction with ends up being a permanent replacement. Sometimes it ends up being a temporary one. And whether that means that you just kind of get rid of all fillers or you go back to whatever it is that you're doing. And then I'll bury myself with a great big smile is just, again, this concept of like, put on a happy face. It doesn't matter what's actually going on behind or up here or behind the scenes. I'm just going to, everything's great, even when it's not. Whew. All right, we're going to run that back a little bit.
Oh, so I can breathe. But little by little, bit by bit, I push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile. Oh my, oh my, we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh my, oh my, erase ourselves in these chalk outlines.
Sertraline and a sip of serotonin. Don't cry, 'cause there's a pill for everything.
Hold on. I wasn't ready. Her voice is so goddamn beautiful. We're going to rewind it back and hear all of that again, but sertraline and a sip of serotonin. Don't cry because there's a pill for everything. If you've got depression, here's a pill. If you've got anxiety, here's a pill. If you've got bipolar, here's a pill. If you've got ADHD, here's a pill. It's just, that's always the solution. Just take another pill. But that doesn't fix the root. A lot of times that doesn't fix the root of the problem.
Sertraline and a sip of serotonin.
Oh my gosh, just the softness in her voice.
Don't cry, 'cause there's a pill for everything. Take this one, wash it down and you'll be fine.
Oh, okay. I like that. So when Ren did this, he kind of did the vocal slide up. When Chinchilla did that line, she did a vocal flip. And it was such a clean flip. But I like the dichotomy, or I guess maybe that's not the right word in this situation, but I like the difference in the vocal delivery between the way that Ren did it, with it being kind of like that upward slide, and then Chinchilla flipping that note and going into that high falsetto. So pretty.
Take this one, wash it down, and you'll be fine.
So clean.
The feeling goes, and you draw a chalk outline.
Please tell me they sing.
It goes, let it be. In the gallows, I'm balanced on my toes so I can breathe.
Oh my God, the harmonies. Ren has so much texture and so much depth in his voice, and so does Chinchilla. Chinchilla can do this super soft, super gentle delivery, but then she has so much power in her voice. And when she kind of gets into doing more of the belting singing, it's just so beautiful. And then putting that together, and not only having the harmonies, but then also having the difference between Ren's deeper voice and Chinchilla's higher voice, those harmonies blend so perfectly together.
Feeling goes, and you draw a chalk outline.
So it goes, let it be. In the gallows, I'm balanced on my toes so I can breathe. But little by little, bit by bit, I push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I bury myself with a great big smile. Oh my, oh my, we trace
God.
ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh my, erase ourselves.
Oh my God. The fact that this is live is just absolutely mind-blowing. The vocal transitions between softness and belting, and the dynamic, and the way that it is so beautifully crafted between both of their vocals at the same time is just astounding.
If not for long, just for a while, I bury myself with a great big smile. Oh my, we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh my, erase ourselves.
Oh, the flip into that falsetto is gorgeous.
It's such a perfect day. Take it just in case. Take it just in case. I'm scared of being okay, 'cause all things change. All things change. It's such a perfect day. It's a beautiful shade. It's a beautiful shade. I'm scared of being okay, 'cause all things change. But
It's such a perfect day. Take it just in case. Take it just in case. I'm scared of being okay. I don't know exactly what they're referring to there, but there is, for people that take medication for something specific, And I mean like anxiety, panic disorder, depression, bipolar, BPD, whatever it is. There comes a time when you're on that medication where you start to feel good. Like you start to feel like, hey, I'm okay. Like I'm in control of my emotions. I'm in control of the way that I respond and react to things. Like I'm okay. Maybe I don't need to take my meds. And so many times people will stop taking the meds that got them to that place to where they felt good, to where they felt okay. And the importance of continuing to take those meds that help you, even if it's a perfect day, even if it's a good day, to continue with that is so crucial. And like I have such a love-hate relationship with medication because it's been used as a tool and a weapon against me for a lot of my life, but it has also helped me immensely in so many different ways. And there's such a stigma around being medicated for whatever it is. And I know for myself that that is part of my struggle, is like, if people were to know how medicated I've been over the last 10 plus years, what would they actually think of me? But there's been a lot of times where the meds have helped, at least for a certain period of time. And just these words, it's such a perfect day. It's a beautiful shame. It's a beautiful shame. I'm scared of being okay. It's so scary to let go of what is familiar, even if what's familiar is toxic and detrimental to your health. When you've gone through as much pain as Ren has, as I have, I don't know much about Chinchilla's backstory, so I don't know what kind of pain she's been through. But there's a tendency of, I'm just going to stay here and deal with this because it's what I know, instead of doing the things that you need to do to be okay. Because that's the unknown. You're not used to being okay. You're not used to feeling okay. And so that is terrifying. Not because you don't want to be okay, but because that unknown, that uncertainty is so scary. Man, this song.
It's a beautiful shame. It's a beautiful shame. I'm scared of being okay, 'cause all things change.
Oh, her falsetto is so
Little
beautiful.
by little, bit by bit, I'll push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile. Oh my, we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh my,
Erase ourselves in these chalk outlines.
All right, that was Chalk Outlines from Ren Chinchilla. I did not really know what to expect from this, and that was a lot more emotional than I guess I expected it to be. To be honest, I've kind of gotten a little bit confused with the recommendations that are like the happy upbeat stuff and the recommendations that are the emotional stuff. That was heavy. the emotion, especially at the end there when they cut out the guitar and it's just a cappella and it's just Ren and Chinchilla singing, is so hauntingly beautiful and also gut-wrenching at the same time. And then coming back in with the guitar and just this belting and this borderline yelling of these words. Oh my, oh my, we trace ourselves in these chalk out lines. Like, you can hear the pain and the passion and the depth to which they feel these lyrics. That song was beautiful in a very, very heavy way. Wow. That's a 10 from me. It's more than what I expected in the absolute best way. It surpassed my expectations of what I thought Ren and Chinchilla would sound like together. Oh my gosh, those harmonies are gonna like haunt me in the best way. I can't wait to listen to this one again. I would love to hear what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you like this one? Did it hit you? Is there anything that you guys took from it personally? The thing I love about music is that we all kind of interpret things in whatever way it hits us. And so what I pulled out of this song might be entirely different than what you guys pulled out of this song. And I would love to hear that. I would love to hear different perspectives on that. So please drop down into the comments. Let me know what you guys thought. Like I said at the beginning, make sure to subscribe. Click that little bell. Follow me on socials. Pre-save my new song, Bones, which comes out on May 9th. And I'll see you guys back here for the next one.